What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we are going over the best starters worth leveling up, aka also ranking up, so that way you can go ahead and get to those high team levels. Like and subscribe, greatly appreciated. We also have All-Star Weekend going on, and there are some amazing arena tournaments, kind of. Not really. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give my take on how I feel about the current state of this game. The best starters that I kind of recommend. Going at the beginning, we have team level 1. We have Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then we have Kevin Herter, Gary Trent Jr., Jalen Brunson, Jordan Poole, and finally Alec Burks. Now these ones have the highest base stats when you kind of recruit them as compared to some of the other ones. It's very negligible though. It's only like maybe 2 or 3 points. They're pretty similar in stats, but those ones do have a slight edge. Familiar with basketball, you'll know a lot of them are good for certain things. Like Kevin Herter will be good for shooting drills. Jordan Poole is good for 1v1s. Alec Burks is also good for 1v1s. Jalen Brunson for 1v1s. If we take a look at our team level 2, we next have Kevin Love. Buddy Hield for shooting drills. Kevin Love is pretty good for shooting drills. You can also do him for 1v1s. Laurie, I can never say this guy's last name. He's really good for 1v1s just because he's so tall and you can just kind of shoot over the opponent every time. You just dribble into the paint a little bit. And then the last one we have is Andre Drummond. All right, let's take a look at our arena tournaments because we do have the All-Star Weekend going on. So we have some special arena tournaments. We had one special one for the All-Star game last night, and then there is one special one in here today. We have if we go to, let me see where it is, All-Star Weekend Eastern Conference Challenge. I already went ahead and I completed this. You do need to take note that there are very specific players you need to take into this. So if you go to the event details where you just kind of scroll over, if you just click that little arrow, you can scroll over, see the event details. You'll see that these are the required players. So they have to be an all-star from the Eastern Conference. If you do not have any of these, you will not be able to enter. And then if you take a look at the event rewards, we're getting a lot of all-star gear. I actually have some already. You also have a chance to get a ring, which is very hard to get in this game once you do win your 5th match. The other thing that's really important for getting rings is the weekend one and done arena tournament. This is another one that is very important to always enter every weekend, along with the Sunday double ring event. If we take a look at this one, you'll see our game rewards. Once we do 3, 4, and 5, we're getting a total of 4 rings if we can go ahead and just win at least our 3rd and 4th, and then finally our 5th one. This is a bit difficult, so I do have a quick suggestion, is that when you go in here and you do this, you'll notice that you need to have 4 players in your roster. So you cannot enter it with just 1 player. You have to put 4. So what a lot of people typically do is they put like their best players first, second, third, fourth, like they do it in that order. Once you get to like that 3rd and 4th match, you start to face players that have a higher stat. And because of that, if you put your weaker players in that like 3rd and 4th spot, then you have a tremendous chance to lose. And again, it is one and done. So once you just lose one game, you pretty much will miss out on all of those rings. The player you put in the first spot is going to play the first match and your 5th match. Player you put in your 2nd spot, I would put one of your weaker players. So you actually kind of want to do it opposite. So you're going to put your best player in the first spot, and then you want to put like your weaker player in the 2nd spot, and then you want to put slightly better players in the 3rd and 4th position. So it's just kind of like the opposite of what people would typically think to do. Instead of putting your worst player in the 4th position, you want to kind of put your worst player in the 2nd position because that way it'll be more even. You face another player that has somewhat similar stats, and then once you have like your 3rd and 4th match, it'll be more even if you put better players in your 3rd and 4th spot. So that's just a quick little tip that I just wanted to go over and mention because I know a lot of people, you don't want to miss these rings. So now let's go over the state of the game and kind of how I feel about it. Honestly, I've been playing not as much as I was at the beginning, and that's strictly just because I feel like I'm stuck. I've got tons of team rep, and you'll see I've got enough team rep to get me all the way up to almost team level 17, and it's just the rings. Not having enough rings to rank up my players is just, it's ruining the game for me. I feel like you just kind of are stuck for so long because the arena tournaments just don't give enough rings. They just don't, and it sucks. Like the arena tournaments during the week, your third win, you'll get 1 ring. After they went ahead and they increased all of the team level requirements, that I feel like that ruined the game. They say it balanced it. I've seen a lot of people stuck and a lot of people quitting because they don't want to play anymore because they feel like they're not progressing. Old team level requirements I thought were great. I thought it was very fair. The problem is they want to hinder everyone's progression so much, but instead they should have kept it how it was. They should be bringing us new content. It doesn't matter if everyone reaches level 20 within a month or a couple months. That's the whole point. You want people to have access to all these players. That shouldn't be the focal point of trying to slow people's grind down. The focal point of having people want to continue to play is the fact that you pump out new updates, you pump out new modes, new gameplay, new features. And this game hasn't had a new feature come out since launch. And a game can't survive like that. People are going to quit and leave left and right because there's nothing new. You can't play 1v1 against friends. You can't do shooting drills against friends. There's no, when you're doing 1v1 battles, the glitches and the animations are absolutely atrocious. You try and block an opponent's shot and the ball goes through your hand. When the ball is in the guy's hand, it like rotates in this weird way. There's just so many bugs and glitches in this game, and they should be fixing that, and they're not. Instead, they're worried about doing arena tournaments for these all-world creators, doing arena tournaments to promote them, when half of them don't even make videos on this game. They just make videos about basketball. So you can tell that Niantic is clearly just trying to get casual basketball fans to play this game and spend money, because any real gamer who comes into this and plays this game, they're going to see all the shenanigans and they're going to be like, I don't have to spend money in this game. Whereas if you get a casual player who doesn't play mobile games and they're just an NBA basketball fan, they're going to come in here and be like, oh, I need to spend money to recruit this player. I need to spend more money to get this. And they're just going to throw their wallets at the game. It's awful. Their mindset of how they want to run this game is awful. There should be new features pumped out at least once a week, and we haven't gotten anything. Why? What are they doing? What are they doing at work? What are they doing in the office? Sitting there playing with themselves? Like, it boggles my mind how we don't have anything new. There's so much potential for this game, and they're not doing anything. And I'm bored with it. I'm bored with it. There's nothing else to do. You just play arena tournaments. That's all I can do now, because there's nothing else for me to do. There's no new features. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing fun about this at all. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.